What is up, guys? I'm just going to share a 5-minute Blitz game with you in the Smith-Morra Gambit, and it's mint. It's a Mora mint, absolutely. So without any further ado, let's dive in. So I've got the white pieces. My opponent's rated over 1400, and it's 5-minute Blitz, no increment. Okay, we've got this Sicilian defense. Now, I have been playing this kind of deferred Smith-Mora, trying to be a bit more grown up and sensible about it, with bringing the knight out first and then kind of whatever they do, then you can get into this kind of routine. But it wasn't actually working out that well for me, so I've gone straight back to the straight up Smith-Mora, contest the pawn immediately with pawn d4, and we have the Smith-Mora fully accepted. Excellent. So what's the situation? Well, we've given up 2 pawns. Black is only down 1 pawn, and black has 2 central pawns to r1 right now. In compensation, we've got a developed knight, and both of our bishops, you'll notice, are now free to dive into the game, which is not the case. Not the case for black's bishops. Okay, so what do you need to do in this situation strategically? Well, you've got to get on the gas. You've got to press on the gas. You've got to develop your pieces quickly, get your king to safety, and then go straight for the throat. So, black to play. We have pawn d6, this is normal. I develop my bishop to c4. We have e6, also very normal. Knight f3. They bring out their knight, we castle. Okay, this is all normal stuff. a6, again, so this is like the Scheveningen formation. Queen e2, this is the classic Mora setup for white. You'll play this in many games. We have bishop to e7, and now I play bishop f4, putting some pressure on this. I mean, one of the big decisions in the Mora is, where do you put this bishop? And you kind of wait for a useful square to appear, right? And very often we're going to be targeting these pawns in the center. If you notice, I've got now all my minor pieces are out on the board, my queen's well placed, and what's more, your rooks can enter the game. Okay, but what you can't afford to do now is to sit back and allow black to complete development at his leisure. Okay, so we have b5 hitting my bishop. Bishop drops back. I call this sometimes pulling back the bowstring. Okay, and queen c7. Again, this position has been seen a ton of times. Okay, so what is the Scheveningen formation? It's this. Oh, so it's after bishop e7. Okay, we've learned something. Okay, bishop comes back, queen there. Now, notice we've got a semi-open file on D, and we've got a completely open file on C, with no pawns at all. So very often you will be developing your king's rook to D1, your queen's rook to C1, particularly if the dark lady appears on the C file. So that's what I do here. Rook A goes to C1. They fianchetto the bishop. And now this is the key move. Okay, why is it key move? Well, look, we've got a rook lined up with a queen. We've got a queen lined up with a king, right? We want to throw dynamite into the center of the board. And this move, this knight sacrifice, or apparent knight sacrifice, is so typical, and I'm very proud of myself for finding it. So what's going on here? Well, we're targeting the bishop, we're targeting the queen. Something must be done. Okay, we have e takes the knight, and then after e takes, notice we are now hitting this knight, which is in a pin from our rook, right? This bishop is also in an absolute pin, so it can't do anything. What is black going to do? We can't save the material. Steps out of the pin, we take the knight, bishop takes, and now just rook fd1. Okay, lining it up again with a queen, and still this bishop is pinned. Black now decides to long castle, and then resigns, because it's all going to go wrong now. For example, I've got knight e5, attacking the queen, attacking f7 with a fork on both rooks, and attacking the bishop here, which is pinned. Pawn can't take the knight because it drops the queen, and you can see black's position is just lost. So if I just flip over now to the Analysis board 99.1 for me. There was one move that was only good. Everything else was spot on. So let's. So what was the good move? We don't need to go over the whole game again. Well, that seems absolutely fine. What was the good move then? The good move was bishop f4. Okay. Best move here. Okay. So that was playing rook to d1 first before the bishop goes out. Okay. According to the engine, black is slightly better here. Very, very slightly better. But that's one to remember. Get the rook lined up, right? And then we decide what we're going to do with the bishop. So there you go. An absolute mint, peach-flavoured Smith-Morra Gambit. What fun. Lots and lots of fun. Hope it's inspired you. Thanks for watching. See you soon.